here for Street Fighter 6 was, you know, it seems like it's always universally been a troubling matchup.
For Geef.
For Geef, yeah. But, of course, the different kind of movement options that he has inside of this game, having the drive rush, having the armor as well, and certain normals, you know, it might end up evening up the match, but, you know, we know how Brutus kind of feels about this matchup, too.
Well, it'll be interesting to say the least, but you know what? I think that's going to be all the analysis we have for now. We are going to transition right now to our host, Mr. Zero himself, as we get ready for our top 16 to get started. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get going.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Street Fighter 6 Top 16 is about to begin, and I know y'all are ready. Let me hear it, though. Are you ready for this Top 16? We have more seats on the left over here. That's your right, folks. It's your right if you're keeping track at home. But yes, MenaRD up first against Zykles. Let's hear it for Mena. That's it for Mena. Are you serious? Did you hear me? MenaRD. All right. Zykles. What about Zykles? All right, I just want to make sure y'all awake out here. I see y'all playing casuals over there. That'll be all right, but they're going to cut it off soon because they got the real action up here. Let's get into this first set of Top 16. Y'all at home, keep subscribing and keep watching. The eyes are here tonight.
And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Zero's hyped for it. I know I myself am excited. We have a good long night ahead of us. Again, this is top 16. We're going to have a lot of matches going on stream right away. Behind us is the crowd just filtering in, both from, you know, watching Smash going on in the other room, and also just like, again, this is going to be a long night. So people are just starting to get in, just getting settled in, and it's going to be, as we mentioned, Mena versus Sayff. Now, I think part of the reason why the room wasn't cheering for Mena so much is because they want Sayff to take this, to be honest.
Yeah. Zykles, honestly, being one of the younger players, too, in the audience, you know, he's going to have such a, you know, this is kind of a telling moment about how he's progressed and how he's developed as a player. I've seen him and actually played against him inside of the Street Fighter 5 time as well. And, you know, obviously, being a Kage player in that time, kind of through the struggle bus, but as well, he was very solid as a player then, trying to transitioning into this game. I met him actually inside of the Montreal event that happened a little while ago, UMAD, and you could tell kind of just the shift in confidence as well as like understanding in the game. This man came out and he came out actually to that event, and there's a street story about this. Into the Discord, he actually had noted to the tournament organizers, he was like, hey, you know, I should be seated higher. No. I'm pretty good at this game.
Okay. All right, well, now's your time to get that seeding. You're already in top 16, but really, to get that recognition, you want to get at least top 3. So here we go. Intro's playing out. God knows nobody ever lets them play out, but I think we were asked today. Luke and Kimberly going up first. Ladies and gentlemen, top 16 starts now.
All right, here we go. Of course, the best of 3 is going to be 2 out of 3 here on the winners' quarters. Before we get to top 8, MenaRD versus Zykles, and we're starting off to a very slow pace with the Sandblast out in neutral coming out for Mena.
Honestly, I know we just got started, but you do have to take a deep breath because if you get hit, you are going straight into the corner with any combo from either of these characters. Mena gets the first blood in the first round.
Kind of messed up that setup on the Sayff jump, but still was able to keep it pretty tight. And now Zykles just wanted to make any forward movement, but he's kind of waiting out. Oh, this might be a little bit of an issue here. Oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
Letting it be.
Might be feeling something off a little bit with the controllers. Let's make sure that things are running right. Mena sitting back. It looks like it's actually Zykles that might be having the issue. Oh, no. Was the button layout? Oh, please don't tell me. Oh, you got to check your buttons before you get started.
Well,
what do we want to do here?
I don't know exactly what we're going to do. Mena's saying we can just play. Mena's like being all, okay, sportsmanship about it. We're going to go right back into it, so it doesn't even matter.
Okay. All right. Well, kudos to Mena. Feeling like, you know, some people just want to play the match.
Yeah.
They're here to play a proper match, not win on the technicality.
It was kind of interesting, too, of a situation because you kind of saw Zykles really playing at slow pace, and that's not normally the pace he'll play at. You see him right now trying to enforce his pressure, but there, Mena finds the opening, gets the knockdown, as well as the corner setup. After the level 2, going to have the meaty coming down right there. Boom.
Yeah, Mena showing that you can stop the pace of the match, but it ain't gonna stop me. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit confirm off of those 2 lights to get a kill, but even then, he's in such a good situation right now. Blocks the drive impact, jump backs to avoid any sort of mix-up on the forward heavy kick. Goes for the air-to-air, does Zykles, and is going to use their own level 2 to combo off of that air-to-air extension.
Yeah, level 2 burning out just one piece of the drive meter.
Ho, ho!
He's ready for that overhead. Gets the EX or OD DP through, and there it is. First round for Mena.
Yeah, Mena knew that canceling into that run meant certain death for Zykles, and now he's just going to continually pressure with Drive Rush after Drive Rush. There's the combo now. Good amounts of damage. Safe jump. Goes for the throw. Zykles right now definitely put into a bad situation.
Oh no, jumps right back in the corner, but still gonna get the opening as well. Mena just a little bit faltering on the defense, but if honestly, he actually wanted to get the hit so that way he could escape the corner. Still, Mena again. Meaty sit up. Oh, tried to go for the anti-air, but wasn't able to catch Mena escaping out.
Okay, backs off just a little bit. Mena, you know, definitely strong in both offensive and defensive play styles, knows when they can back up and just let the resources come back to them so that they don't have to overextend and put themselves in a bad scenario. Goes to the air-to-air, and the cancel into the air knuckle will give Mena game number 1.
Yeah, clean stuff coming out from MenaRD. We're going to see Zykles kind of situate himself to get a bit more comfortable. His pacing right now is not the same as he usually does. He's playing more defensively, if anything, trying to scramble too much, and he's getting caught for it.
Yeah, I mean, the scramble definitely comes once they're inside the corner. Beautiful spacing for Mena, able to whip punish the forward heavy kick attack from Zykles. Backs up a little bit. What? The instant air, Tatsu.
Yeah, Tiger knee, Tatsu, going to be plus frames on that. You have to be standing for it to, or crouching for it to whip, actually. But it doesn't matter. Mena's going to finish it off with a level 1. That's a dead character. We're on match point.
I definitely feel like Zykles just isn't playing around Mena right now. They're waiting for an opportunity to come to them rather than understanding Luke's positioning, understanding where their normals are. But this time, actually taking the offensive approach from the round start, working out right until that whiff throw.
Yeah, against the punish counter, and because of it too, ends up losing out some drive gauge as well. Trying to scramble and escape, but Mena is keeping it frame tight. Level 1, that's going to be big damage with the punish counter too. Has all dead. The bar to kill and the level 2 available. Dead.
Oh, not even seeing the full cinematic. The man is dead as doornail right there.
Beast mode, baby.
Yeah, all right, as mentioned, if you're hearing our host, Zykles is still in the bracket. They are going to move down to loser side, but that was a beating to take.
Yeah,
for the first game.
Yeah, for the first game too, it's going to be rough for Zykles to kind of recover from that. You kind of honestly saw that, like I said before, inside of that matchup, the pace wasn't really there. He wasn't playing his game. He was more just kind of waiting and seeing what Mena was going to do.
He was a passive observer, yeah.
And a lot of the times you saw him really just play really hyper-aggressive. That's his playstyle. He'll burn out, he'll do everything to keep the pressure going and lock you down the corner. Mena's a different type of player for that, and so he's not going to be easily kind of overcome by that.
Yeah, and it's not to say that that playstyle can never work. I mean, we saw at Capcom Cup, Mena actually struggling against one of Eastern Europe's better G players who had that very aggressive playstyle that definitely threw Mena off his game. But, you know, Mena has the ability to adapt really well, and right from the get-go in that set, he put on that sort of aggressive neutral play style that Luke is so successful in and converted off of every combo, got the corner immediately. Even if he was put into the corner, he would get out and then pressure Zykles back in with his own, again, doing high damage combos the whole entire way. So it really shows just how high a caliber of a player that Mena is and why he's really likely to take the whole tournament. But I've been gushing enough about those two players. We're on to our next match right now. Still winners quarterfinals. It's going to be Raynex versus Riddles.
Yeah, more Luke action on your way. And of course, the man that does not play Marissa, but plays Blanca actually instead, Raynex. But I wouldn't be surprised if anything he wants to kind of transition to that character if there comes a matchup that kind of pertains to it. Okay. But, you know, Blanca is such a different type of character you have to deal with, and you have to be very knowledgeable against that. You know, honestly, often than not, he can kind of get away with just playing that one character. Yeah,
I can. You even see it, not to go back to Mena, but you see it from Mena's own side, where Mena will often pick Blanca in the first game that he has against people to see how comfortable they are with the matchup. Because it's a character that, despite getting a lot of more notoriety, not only being in the beginning cast of Street Fighter 6, but also just having these notable placements from certain players, he's still a character that has its knowledge, that has their knowledge checks, has their strong neutral presence, has surprise elements to them, and then on top of that has really good combos, really good drive gauge pressure from his super art too, which lets him, you know, extend those Blanca Ball pressure sequences. So it's definitely a character that in the right hands can be really terrifying.
So, like we said again, Raynex and Riddles, we're going to see exactly what they're going to come out with. Of course, you know, not only with those matchups too, you see also just, shout out to Hitbox as well, Riddles running that Hitbox right there on the setup too.
I mean, it's definitely helpful, God knows, when you're playing a character like Luke where you need those anti-air DPs, or even those anti-Blanca Ball DPs ready to go. Having that 3 easy inputs makes it definitely a lot easier on the player. Here we go. All right, guys. Second game of this top 16 going down. Blanca versus Luke. Riddles versus Raynex.
Already off to a fast pace coming out from Raynex. Able to get the low forward cancel into the DR. Extension, setup as well. Same side.
And God knows when you're on defense that much, you're just not expecting the drive impact. Blocks the rising uppercut, and this is going to do so much damage with the toy.
Oh, wow. Okay, ends up killing him with the command grab too. Punish counter, deals out more damage. Tried it again, but the neutral jump coming out from Riddles, and the side switch too. Bait out the throw as well. Riddles looking really good here in the corner, and can set himself up. Never mind.
That delay on the reversal vertical ball, it was so precise just to call out any button press, and thankfully that took out the rest of their life. But honestly, you can already tell from that first round that neither player is ever out. Things can go so sideways so quickly.
Yeah, and there you go with the confirm, able to get the corner carry too. Raynex controlling the corner on Riddles. Riddles, wasn't ready for that, and still gets the side switch. Using the Blanca Ball for the meaty as well, but still, Riddles jumps out into the throw. Pressure again, drive rush, misses the sandblast, and that's the conversion with the level 3. It's a light conversion though, so it might not kill here.
Yeah, it's not gonna kill, but it does put Riddles into burnout, and Blanca Ball does a lot of chip. He goes for the neutral jump to bait out the delay tech from Riddles, and Raynex right now up 1 game.
And instantly went in right off the rip too, goes for the slide and gets an opening again. Raynex is just putting the pressure in, gets the counter in as well. Look, Riddles seems not ready for this Blanca, this high pace. Doesn't EXTP this time, but gets caught with a low.
Tries to time it for the air reset, but it's just not going to happen. But Raynex still catches a buffer, crouch medium kick into the drive rush, and is on set point in under 2 minutes.
Yeah, you see kind of the slight head nod or head shake coming out from Riddles too. Unsure about what to do in this situation. But there you go, finally getting an opening. Misses out on the perfect knuckle. That's a drop combo. That's not a good way to start out this last round when your life is on the line.
The burnout is already happening to Raynex, but he's undeterred. He's going in nonetheless. Whips the throw, but so does Riddles. He blocked. Oh, I thought he blocked it, but beast mode coming out, giving a second chance for Riddles in this potential final round.
See, that's even fine for Raynex right now too. Gonna get the pressure after, and you know that super is more just bait out the meter to kind of make him and force him to out of the pressure. Now he's gonna be a burnout state, close to it. Doesn't want to get the hit on the block, but there it is, burnout.
Oh man, right now, Raynex could just go into level 2 and really put the pressure on. Gets anti-air though for their jump in. Where are we going with this? We're just going for a lot of chip. Riddles gets the jump in, but he has no resources to really make this hurt. And it's still not going to kill, but that overdrive sandblast does the last bit of hit that he needs. Might have even been chip. No, it just hit him trying to jump.
Well, at the same time, too, he wanted to escape the pressure, didn't want to get caught by it, because it would have been guaranteed chip.
Yes.
Even with the extension as well.
No,
so,
it was a checkmate situation.
Yeah.
Ooh. Uh-oh, little bit of execution error, but mistakes into miracles right now.
We don't believe in execution errors, we believe in drop opportunities. It's fine. The slow. Oh, wow. If he had reacted with level 3, that would have been big. But still, Raynex looking really good right here. Looking close to closing it out, too. Needs a good conversion, but still just biding his time for the meter to come back. There it is.
All right, goes for the jump in. Raynex going for some, dash unders as opposed to traditional anti-airs, which understandable. Like, Luke has some of the best jump-ins in the game. They hit just so deep into the jump arc. But right now, we're going to activate. Oh!
No way! That's going to be rough, too, because that puts him closer to burnout state. He might go for an OD, yeah, Sandblast, too, just to get him closer a bit more. That's a big damaging combo, but doesn't use the cancel. Doesn't matter. Gets the overhead. Clutches it out, and that ties it up. But still, you see kind of the nerves getting to both players, not able to get the optimal conversions. Riddles got the stand fierce, but didn't actually cancel into any drive rush. So,
I mean, whenever things go that spaghetti, unless you're intending to make a scramble like that, I think it goes in Raynex's favor, but the fact that he lost the game means that it's just not working out in the long term.
Yeah.
So both players need to make some sort of adjustment to both of their play styles, and it looks like Riddles might have found his.
Yeah, gets the opening towards the corner. EOD up ball, still catches him on the neutral jump. The Riddles finding his way through with the Sandblast. It's a lot of chip on the driver reach, too, coming out from Sandblast.
A good amount, but it doesn't stop Raynex from getting it eventually. Had the buffer on the crouch medium kick. 2 throws in a row right now. Threatening with the third, but Riddles manages to escape with just a few scrapes on his leg. Blocks that Blanca ball, and that should be an easy punish. No, but he drops the perfect knuckle.
Yeah, he's been having a few issues with those perfect knuckles, but doesn't matter when you have DI on your side. Gonna spend it into level 2 after the dash. Bam, 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 bam. Dead.
Ooh, that last punch packs a wallet. All right. Potential set point now for Riddles. Goes for the drive rush into a cancel on the crouch medium kick and gets their corner instantly. Does manage to get a whiff throw, but not for huge damage. But are we going to cycle this man?
Oh, EX air ball. Unfortunately, it sends him out on the other side, and Riddles gets the corner control again. Jump out again, coming out from Raynex, and now he's resets towards the neutral space. So you're going to see Raynex plays low, but he gets caught low after trying to go in with Rainbow Ball.
With such little life right now, Raynex had to make something big happen. Goes for the side switch. Has to block the jump in, and that throw should do it. That throw doing 20% of the rest of his life, giving Riddles the set. Oof.
20% punish counter throw is a deadly thing that they gave us inside of this game. And it's unfortunate too. The situation that kind of led to that was Raynex having, you know, less capabilities in terms of the anti-air space, right?
Yeah.
He actually got caught with a lot more jump-ins. Didn't really have any land that much. It was more just having ends up on the blocking, but still in those situations where it counts on the drive meter, you want to be able to be clutch on your anti-airs. You want to be able to enforce that too, because those resets out of air are important. Because most often than not, a lot of people will tend to walk back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
And like without those anti-airs, even if he was blocking the jump-ins, which we saw, he was still going to try to walk back to get out of throw range, and then he would get caught low by the crouch medium kick. That goes into the drive rush combo. It's something that, I mean, Raynex knows. He just wasn't able to perform at that point. But something a lot of new players have to understand is that, like, even if you're blocking these jump-ins, you still are in such a disadvantageous situation that it's almost just as bad as eating the jump in. You have to anti-air, you have to maintain that distance. But of course, that will be the story of the last game. This game right now is our third game in winners quarterfinals. It is going to be Dez versus Sayff.
Dez versus Sayff. The Marissa versus Ken matchup that we're going to see here. And honestly, the only Ken that we're going to see inside of top 16 in this event.
I mean, somewhat surprising. I think many consider Ken to be one of the best characters in the game, albeit he does require a bit of, you know, excellent combo routing potential because of how, you know, chin right kicks go into his combo routing, how, you know, Dragon Lash can be implemented in some ways, but not in others. Marissa, honestly, a similar situation, not so much in the variety of the combo routing, but knowing how to get those biggest damage potentials when the opportunity presents themselves. Now, yesterday, Sayff actually barely managed to get out of the winner's side because of a technical issue, accidentally pressing the pause button.
Oh, right, yeah.
So he has to be counting his blessings, the fact that he even got here despite that technical error.
Yeah. I was against the match with Demon in the winter side, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting too. Marissa versus Ken, I think we traditionally see this a lot.
The birds.
Yeah, the birds, right?
Yeah.
Having that matchup knowledge from there. But you'll see a lot of times, more than often than not, Gladius is going to be the key part of Marissa's game plan in terms of this, setting up the plus range, but also setting up spacing traps when it comes from it too. And Ken going to want to be able to use those fireballs to keep her up as well, be able to follow them too with the drive rushes.
All right, well, let's get it started right now. As mentioned, this is game number 3 of winner's side of top 16. Here we go. A slow start from both sides right away. Has the anti-air ready, but Dez had to check it. He had to see if he could get a free jump in.
Yeah, but or Sayff, I believe, sorry. Not one that's going to take too lightly to letting you jump in. He's going to be ready for that and have it locked and loaded. But there it is, the DI offer it into the Jinrai conversion.
Yeah, fantastic damage from within 30 seconds of the round starting. Tries to whiff punish the Superman punch, but it just doesn't happen. Big counter hit option, of course, goes into the light, into the launcher combo.
Oh, we're stuck in the mix. Overhead this time, no, goes for a low again after a delay though. EXEP, able to get the punish off there. It's minus enough to where it'll actually catch either way if you cancel it or not.
Yeah, the multiple hits of that, the Dragon Punch, absolutely working out in Sayff's favor. Goes into the G-Ride kicks, and yeah, Dez tries to do an emergency armored stance, but of course that gets beaten by the throne, and Sayff takes round number 1.
Oh, nice start coming out from Dez though. Oh, never mind. Wake up level 1.
I love the pacing from Sayff, knowing that, like, no, we're at round start. I'm not desperate, but I know you're going to get hit by this wake-up super art, and thus I'm going to use it.
Yeah, and he seems to be going in a bit more right now after that, too. You've been noticing inside this matchup more, he's playing outside of a range where Superman Punch as well as Gladius aren't going to actually hit him, and he'll play more to using his buttons to create that space and also close the gap, too, once he feels comfortable to get in.
Yeah, right now Dez is just having trouble even getting anything started in terms of a game plan. And that's because, again, Sayff is just varying up his options very well. Even with Ken's lackluster fireballs, the fact that he's been willing to jump in and do big damage like this really makes Sayff an unpredictable opponent.
Plus frames after that with a drive rush, but still not able to get anything. Dez gets an opening. He's going to have to spend some good amount of damage into the level 3. Gets the CA conversion as well, too. So extra damage and better Oki off it as well.
Not only that, but does a little bit of extra damage to the drive cage. And one more block will put them in burnout. Wow, what a reversal option. The Super Art 1, again, for those who don't know, it breaks armor. So even though Dez went into that defensive stance, it just broke right through the armor and gave Sayff game number 1.
Yeah, that's unfortunate too. Honestly, with that kind of read, maybe it would have been better to go for a parry instead.
Maybe, perhaps, but I think they really wanted that throw. Yeah. They wanted the throw follow-up. All right, we're pretty even, at least in terms of game number 2 so far. The neutral playing a little slower, a little bit more to Dez's benefit until that hit landed, and Sayff immediately gets the corner carry.
Yeah, playing hyper aggressive too, going for the whips as well, using the follow-up off the run into the heavy kick. Yeah.
I don't blame Dez for not being able to anti-air any of these jump-ins because, again, Sayff has been drive rushing, fireballing, walking forward, using stand heavy kick. It's so hard to know or know where to look at in terms of this character.
Counter it, not able to get the conversion off of that. Still, using the drive rush and Sayff the whip on the 2 low forwards. That's going to be big, but the jump into the corner. Oh, no!
Is this the optimal?
It's not going to be enough to kill, but still stuck in the corner. Set the pressure.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
Just the other way around. He's going to set him up to get the chip damage off the Jinrai kicks. But there it is, the fireball game. Now you have to deal with the pressure, and you don't have anything really to help out. You have the armor from Superman Punch, but still that doesn't work too well on that.
I think you can chip with just 2 moves here. Oh, okay. Sayff has the rest of their life back. Has to make the aggressive approach because of the timer and walks right into that crouching light kick.
The crouching light kick checks. Oh my god, the clutchness. Clutch muscle, but still gets the opening. Sayff rushing him down now too. Oh, but the parry, or the armor.
Yeah, going for that overhead follow-up. Sayff, though, challenging right away, going into the run target combo, and then into this level 3. just getting that damage where they can, bringing them down to 1 bar. Not only that, but lower than 1 bar now because of that defense.
Oh, gets the counter at 2 and the rear reset. Big throw. Gonna catch him again.
My goodness.
Didn't get the shimmy. Nah.
Set point.
Set point, Sayff up, or even tied round count here in the second game.
Oh man, Dez right now is just looking so flustered. They want to use that target combo, but the EX DP can just go right through them. They want to play neutral, but the jumps, the fireballs, everything is just building up to be very hard for Dez to deal with. And Sayff even doing a side switch combo because they don't need the corner. They can just play this mid screen and be at advantage. Finally an anti-air.
Oh, but it didn't matter. ODDP right in your face. Is that a punish as well? Damn.
Oh my god.
Every single time he has not been able to use that at all, and Sayff just playing with his food now, just gonna go tap with Taparoo.
Okay, yeah, just has to go into the drive rush to make it safe.
Yeah, he's got to keep it safe too. Can't really overextend too much. If he gets an opening, he's able to use the CA and get a bit of Oki. Not able to catch the anti-air.
Oh!
Okay.
This looks bad.
This could be bad.
But it could be better. Again, Dez's life is at such a low state that they really have to make another big hit happen before we can save their game. And it's not going to come. Crouch medium kick at the last minute takes the last bit of health from Dez. And Sayff is going to move on in the winner's side of the bracket.
You saw, unfortunately, there at the end, right of that last round, Dez had the Oki from the knockdown of the level 3, the CA, but he was too scared about the situation. He could EXDP, he could level 1. Like, there's so many options that Sayff had at his disposal. So, at that, what point do you do, right?
Yeah, without perfect Oki, because you have to, even if to do the throw, you have to take the risk that they won't press a button.
Yeah.
It's not good enough Oki that you can actually just walk up, like maybe do a delay tech to call out their throw and their wake up option. Yeah. So it's just a situation where Marissa can do fat damage. She can do big damage, but she can't really follow up her momentum all the time very well. Unfortunately, yeah, Des was just not able to get any sort of momentum going on at his side. And unfortunately, I think maybe some options, like if Marissa players are listening to this and wondering what the hell will you even do, maybe stuff like drive rush, stand medium kick, stuff like that could have helped. But really, it's just such a hard matchup.
Yeah.
It looks so brutal.
It was kind of interesting, too, because there were certain instances where, of course, Des canceled into the target combo.
Yeah.
It didn't really cancel out into anything, not even drive rush, just for the sheer fact of ending up in burnout, right, in that situation, too. And, end up getting hit by the ODDP. I don't know if it was worth it or not, right? Because that's a bit of health that's kind of whittled away. And after that, you're reset neutral. Now you have to make your way back in. Marissa she doesn't have such a tough time, but I feel like having a character like Ken with slow fireballs able to control that neutral space, it makes it that much harder.
Yeah, no, that matchup can be looked at to show a lot of the struggles that the character deals with. But hopefully, I'm betting Dez is hoping he makes his way back from the loser side and maybe Sayff just gets knocked out before he has to fight him again. But before we can even get to that, this is the last winners top 16 match going on. We have Wash Your Hands going up against Electribe.
Electribe, Wash Your Hands, the Jack kill. No. Able to knock out. Obviously, really, really good run that he's made through his pool and out through top 32 winner side. So right now, Electribe just going to try to knock him out.
I love the head nod.
The head nod, yeah.
Yes. I'm an evil person for playing this character, yes.
Have you noticed the ironic statement that he starts off as well?
No, I haven't.
No? Let's have a fair fight.
Oh,
right?
yes. Ooh, okay.
There's nothing fair about this kid.
To be fair, there's nothing fair about either of these characters when they get their shenanigans going. Electribe spending all that drive gauge to get the corner where Kimberly can shine. Tries to get some pressure going, but nope, that might be it. We're going to back off just a little bit. Oh, just kidding. We're going right back in. Sets up the bomb. Oh, there you go. Golf swing.
Get out. It's kind of a scary situation too, because you end up getting caught by something like this after, and now fully burned out. Wanting to spend the level 1 might be not enough to kill.
No, with the paint can,
yeah.
Has to spend that extra resource, which is a bit unfortunate. But at the end of the day, it's a round. That's the most important resource you can get in the game. All right, Wash Your Hands. Able to get a bit more of some spacing from the round start, but Electribe just going in nonetheless. Gets checked on the run.
Nice check on the run. Able to use the teleport. No, big damage. He misses out on the extension. Trying to go for the EX already taught to. But now, pressure, throw. Mix up, gonna go for the jump in into the throw again.
This is where Wash Your Hands has been tested more than a few times. Able to do a neutral jump to call out the delay tech from Electribe. And we're going into the full screen super art combo.
Now, I appreciate, or I can understand the usage of the level 3 here. The thing is, oh, never mind.
You understand that?
I understand that. Command grab right in your face to your dome.
Oh my goodness. You never lose the command grab. Whether it's Cody or it's JP, you always have a character with that presence. Unfortunately, gets switched up, and Electribe now having the corner positional advantage at round 3 here.
What the can explosion along with Amnesia in the background too.
It was really smart.
Yeah. Oh, here it is again. Doesn't have the can this time. Tries to jump back too. That's not the way you want to deal with that. It's going to be kind of an issue though, but still, no conversion now. Wash your hands, and now he gets the challenge as well. So now we're going to play the neutral game. Sets up the level 2. Never mind mix time. But no, nice escape from Electribe. And the jump out too. That's level 3. That's a dead character.
All right, well, while Wash Your Hands gets to smell the paint for a little bit here. Yeah, that'll be... No, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting that they hit the ground, and I'm like, oh, they're done getting hit. They have that little bit of life. No, they just take a whip with the paint, and that KOs them. Absolutely. Game 1 going to Wash Your Hands. Excuse me. Maybe I've been smelling some paint here. Game 1 going to our Electribe here. But, yeah, Wash Your Hands just struggling in the neutral and struggling to maintain pressure.
I think it's also just a struggle of keeping him out too. And you see a lot of instances like that. It's kind of an awkward angle where you can't really anti-air as efficiently as you can, say, in a narrow jump in or even further out. And now he has to resort to challenges like that where it's a huge risk.
Absolutely. Thankfully, it paid off at that time. The drive rush is going in Electribe's favor, who wasn't expecting it themselves. Gets smacked by the cane there. Wash Your Hands trying to take some sort of aggressive approach here, but unfortunately gets caught by that stand medium kick. Plus frames for that slide. Launcher again, sets up the paint can.
No, the Amnesia this time, and also able to get out of the situation with the driver reversal. But that anti-air after the teleport too, you know, the Electribe moving right now, stuck towards the corner with the DI, dead.
You take a risk when you DI like that, but again, you've already put so many things for your opponent to think about that in terms of defense, their mind is completely filled up. Good trade combo there at the round start.
We are seeing probably, I think, the most drive rushes in neutral that I've seen inside of a match so far. And it's kind of an interesting situation because a lot of the times they're using imperfect drive rush too. So you can see the blue flash before the green flash comes out. And I feel like at the time, if you're reacting to it, you get caught a lot more in neutral than you often don't.
That's entirely fair, and you know, execution errors aside, definitely don't want to be showing off too much of your card. But here we go, going to Super Art 1, Wash Your Hands, gonna try to make something of this potentially last game. This is Electribe's set point. Good blocking so far.
Nice parries too.
Wash Your Hands doing a neutral jump, trying to throw Electribe off. That's it.
That's gonna be dead here right after. Yep, the yellow in for the ball into the level 3. Wash Your Hands falls 2-0 to Electribe.
Woo! I have to look at the bracket right now. Okay, 3 of those 4 matches of winner's side were 2-0s.
Yeah.
They were really strong 2-0s. Yeah. So I think with that top 4 settled, I think we are showing some of our strongest players right off the bat. But with that statement even said, I think our next match, which is going to be down on loser side, is actually also some of the strongest players in our bracket. We have PepperySplash going up against JustAKid.
Ooh, PepperySplash, JustAKid. That's going to be interesting too, just because, like we said before, Mena had a hard time with PepperySplash in that winner's set out in top 32. So it'll be interesting if JustAKid has the same issues or if it's a much more one-sided affair.
I mean, part of that was definitely that, as I mentioned previous, Mena likes to bring out that Blanca, kind of test his opponent sometimes, and Peppery was ready for that. Like, he did his homework, he knew how to handle the shenanigans from neutral. But when the Luke came out, it became a bit more even state, and man, Mena is just such a monster. JustAKid, on the other hand, not playing either of those characters. He plays Jury.
That's going to be kind of interesting too, because I feel like JustAKid just as strong in the neutral game as someone like Mena is as well. But PepperySplash showed his strength inside of that too, playing a lot more focus in the neutral game, playing kind of solid, had a bit more scrambly situations, trying to enforce his pressure. But at the same time, I think like PepperySplash has capability to just play at that same kind of level, and shows that out of his, his traditional like Guilty Gear setting as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think both players have the potential within them for a lot of high damage, a lot of high pressure. God knows Jury, who we haven't seen as much in this tournament, like we basically didn't see in the top 32. She has wild corner pressure, like absolutely brutal, and it's not very hard for her to get that corner pressure. I know one of her listed weaknesses is like, oh well, if you do the rollback wake up, she loses her pressure mid screen. It's like, yeah, but when does that happen? I'm always pushed into the corner,
right?
Like, and I think JustAKid is good with his resources in a way that he always gets the person to the corner, even if he's not worried about spending that extra 3 bar on the drive rush to get that extra push, because that pressure is so much worth it. It's so much value. It's so much value.
Yeah, but we see obviously Ken on the side of PepperySplash is still like a very strong character to deal with too, and also having that fireball, slow fireball to deal with the pressure in neutral. Like, I mean, JustAKid has that same capability, but I feel like has its limitations as well, just having less control of the space as it's moving. So it could be kind of here or there. Jury still can follow up behind that fireball, easily anti-air you out of the sky. But we'll see right now. JustAKid, PepperySplash.
This is loser's side. Loser of this match will be out of the tournament. Both trading with the overdrive fireballs right from the start, but JustAKid gaining advantage because God knows Ken's fireball doesn't knock people down.
Oh man, early on, pokes coming out from JustAKid and using the drive rush to control PepperySplash in the corner. There's the confirm, he ODDP right out.
Sends out the fireball to walk behind it again. Hits with the stand medium kick, the drive rush enhanced, giving him that combo. Pressure for days, but unfortunately leaves a gap. And with arms wide open, Peppery tosses them back.
That's unfortunate too. PepperySplash trying to react to the drive rush, trying to challenge him, but still JustAKid able to get the down strong out in time. So there it is. First round for JustAKid.
I will say, JustAKid is very good at building up those Fuha stores effortlessly. I barely even noticed when that happened, but the combo at the end of that last round cost 2 of those resources. So you had it in the back pocket. You just didn't see when it happened. Oh, the fireball stuffs the Super Art 1.
No.
So smart.
No projectile invulnerability coming out from the level 1s. That's a beta only kind of thing. But there it is. JustAKid controlling the space again, using the Fuha fireballs. A drive rush coming out from PepperySplash. Wanting to get the side switch, but JustAKid able to escape.
God, even that overdrive fireball going underneath Ken's, even though they got hit by it, still able to continue that pressure. JustAKid backs off without any of their drive gauge. Wants to keep it at, I was going to say arm's length, but really it's Jury. It's going to be leg and foot.
Yeah. Wow, that reached so far.
All right, throws out the overdrive fireball just to try to get something going. But JustAKid lands the crouch medium kick into a good extension.
Yeah, the Fuha store again. Like you said before, he's just using it on pressure, but also any sort of hit confirm that he's getting, he's using it there too. Oh, and there it is. Gonna spend the resources. Has 2 of the swords, using them.
And he gains them back. Good lord, this corner pressure. I think he can kill off of this without spending any more resources.
Jesus.
I'm telling you, man, the character is low-key busted.
Everybody's busted in this game.
Oh, I'm not equal opportunity like that here. No, Jury on something else right now. Goes for the forward throw. Thankfully not in the corner, so they don't get any Oki, but JustAKid working their way.
Hit confirm coming out of PepperySplash. Oh no, he just walked into the OD pinwheel.
What a uppercut.
ODDP right back at you.
I think that's 3 uppercuts we've seen so far in this round. Uh-oh, get the combo quick.
Hey, Jinrai combo coming out too. Not going to spend 8 meter. Doesn't want to spend the resources. And now we recovered the drive gauge back on the side of JustAKid. Gets an opening. If he gets one more touch, he's going to be able to kill.
Oh, he dead.
That's going to be the kill. That is the game in the match. JustAKid 2-0 over PepperySplash. Clean.
That was rough. That was rough. And to be fair, Peppery had probably the roughest set of competitors starting from top 32. That first opponent being MenaRD, making his way into top 16, his first opponent there being JustAKid. It's a rough time, to say the least.
Yeah, he definitely had the roughest draw inside of that bracket right now for top 16, or top 32 to top 16. So it is the luck of the draw as well sometimes. Sometimes your bracket is pretty clean and you don't have to worry too much, and sometimes it's killer after killer after killer after killer.
That's what happens when everybody shows up. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is unfortunately the end for PepperySplash in this tournament. They are now out to JustAKid. And it's just going to keep getting more brutal and brutal from here. We're at the loser side. The winner side of top 8 is settled.
Yeah.
There's no more of that. We only have victim after victim after victim. And right now, one of those victims could be going down to a Blanca main. We have, of course, Shoko going up against Van N.
Now, hold on. You said Blanca. Let's
No, I said Honda.
You said Blanca.
I said Honda.
I swear I heard Blanca.
You heard, whatever. We're not going to play Abbott and Costello here, all right? Tell the people the information they know.
Shoko's a scumbag, okay? That's what it is. He's a scumbag. This man's a big scumbag.
Oh, man. But he enjoys it.
He does enjoy it.
He loves it.
He loves it so much that he laughs while he plays.
Yeah, he's evil and he loves it. You got to respect
You know, funny enough, if he's laughing like that, he should just be a JP player. Be evil in both
I'm
aspects.
laughing like that. He's laughing like a normal person. No, his Honda, I complimented it yesterday for having some really good damage and some pretty good optimization in terms of combos. Chat Monster is going to be Chat Monster is going to say, oh, you can get this extra thing here and this extra thing here. Yeah. But really, he makes the combos happen and the damage happen where they really matter. And they can be significant tide turners in terms of damage.
Absolutely. I feel like it's one thing that I've always been an advocate of, is that although Stream Monsters know what's the optimal route here and there, whatever, you have to have a set sort of muscle memory based kind of like tournament combos, right? Like something that you know is going to work in a situation that you can use over and over and never miss.
Yeah, you know what? You have to come in with the homework you have done. And even if that's just B+ quality, that's still a passing grade. And that's enough to get you here into top 16. Van N, help me give recollection here on Van, how he did yesterday.
He yesterday was playing in top 32. He beat, I believe,
we'll take a look here at the top 16.
I am not recollecting right away who he had taken out, but
I believe it was a tight set between them. Yes, he was the DJ. That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah. Now DJ, also known for his particularly strong combos.
Particularly strong combos, going to have really good damage output inside this character, and I believe, this might be a tough situation for Honda. I think this is one character that can really deal with him pretty well.
Okay, we'll see how that plays out. Shoko making the slow approach, tries for the headbutt, but Van gets close enough to stuff it with a stand medium kick.
Moving.
Plus range for days. JustCool fake out, gets him the throw, and then the real JustCool coming in, punishes the forward throw.
And that punish counter starter is going to be massive damage. Unfortunately, tried to JustCool again and got caught with the back throw again coming out from Shoko. Plus frames on there too, but still not able to go for another headbutt follow-up. Just go for it again. There it is this time. And now you're stuck in the corner. But no, the jump out into the flash. But the autocorrect headbutt. Damn. Shoko's ready. Got greedy.
But as a grappler, you have to take that first round and go, oh, you're going to hold up. Oh, I see now.
Yeah.
And go for the big damage later on.
Headbutt into OD butt slam right off the rip. Damn, Shoko too, not pulling out any of the stops. Overhead again. Not able to get the conversion, but still got caught with the headbutt. Van probably trying to escape there with the jump out. And now, setting up the damage. Missed out on the second bit of hands. Or might have been a frame kill. You never know. Damn.
He didn't need any of that super art.
Oh
That was a full-on butt whooping right there.
And the crowd behind us too getting hyped for it as well. Shoko becoming a fan favorite if you think about it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people enjoy seeing how much fun he's having. Unfortunately, no fun to be had in terms of this Super R3 Van doing the massive amounts of damage right from the get-go.
Oh, punish counter throw, close to burnout as well. Oh no, he just rock drive rushed in. He got caught by the level 1. Ah, there it is.
There's the jackknife calling out as an anti-air. Van right now finally able to burn out Shoko. Parries the attempts. Can he kill?
Yeah, that's a dead character. He has the level 1 available too.
No, yeah, I don't think that combo was set up to juggle into it, unfortunately. But Shoko is in a precarious situation. Tries to neutral jump the fireball. The fake lets him set up for Van to do the slide and catch him low. Very smart ender there from Van. But it's not Van giving the thumbs up. That's Shoko going, yeah.
Shoko's loving it. He's loving every bit of it. And of course, hype coming out from the crowd too. Shout outs to you guys as well. Look at them laughing it up a storm, but still, right there, off the start, Van getting the jump out, but headbutt into a jackknife coming out from inside.
There's the parry.
Oh, he tried to butt slam.
Uh-oh, a little bit of drops from both sides. There's the headbutt again. Tries to escape, gets caught by the stand heavy kick, but no big damage yet for Van.
Miss out on the butt slam again. Punish counter on that too. Gets the stun, or at least get the plus frames into the command grab, the Ocho. Oh, sets him up for some plus frames there too. It's gonna be big damage. Stuck in the corner again more. Set him up.
Yeah. This is gonna put him into burnout.
And stuck here. Yeah, there it is. Had to do something in that situation. It was either get chipped out or end up getting DI'd at the end of it. But he gets caught out there with the level 2. And then now Van up on match point.
Yeah, being burnt out against DJ is just such a bad situation in general.
Plus frames.
Alright, -4. Ooh, tries for a headbutt again, but gets caught by the crouch medium kick. Van right now sitting comfortable, kind of knows when to put on the gas and when to back off. And right now he's going to put on the full gas after backing off with the just cool.
Yeah, gets the throw too, the tick throw in the setup as well. Oh, perfect parry in the back throw as well. That's actually a very good situation I love more than actually getting the damage. Oh, plus range, damn the clap.
Let's see if that clap comes out more. Van is at a very low situation, but that should, I think that's dead.
That's a big body character.
Oh, you're right though. Even with the full massage, it is just enough. Man gave him the full big body massage at the end there. And that's going to be a 2-0 for Van, knocking Shoko out of the tournament.
We are flying through these matches. Everybody's been having a clean sort of outing here right now inside of winners and also losers so far too.
Yeah.
It's been kind of a quick set of matches we've had.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this game can just kind of go that way.
Yeah.
As strong and as versatile as the defensive options are, the reward on offenses can be just so gosh darn high that it's really hard to keep up. But you know what? Why don't we take a look at the bracket where things are standing before we move on into our next losers match? I think we're going to be showing who's on the winner's side. We have Mena and Riddles.
Top 8, of course, we said it was already solidified too early on in the day. Bandits, MenaRD, as well as that. But if we're looking at the bottom of the bracket on the loser side, WashYourHands and JustAKid are going to have to play again. Dez and Van are going to have to play as well inside of the loser side. And now with the last 2 matches that we're going to have on losers round of 16, Joe Umerogan and Demon is going to play Raynex. The winner of that is going to play Raynex. And then the winner of Brutus versus Remi Celeste plays Zykles.
All right. Well, we just mentioned we have Joe Umerogan going against Demon. Joe having a good set of characters. I think we did see the Luke though yesterday, yeah? Or was it the Ken?
No, it's been the Luke through and through. This man, ever since Street Fighter V, has been playing this character.
Certainly likes the character. Demon, of course, going with the JP. JP, I think, a character that you can deal massive amounts of damage with if you get those right conversions. Demon showed that they had that potential. I think they were a little bit more styled on the defensive play side compared to WashYourHands.
Damn, what a scumbag. See, that's a real villain. That's what I want to see. Yo, shout out to this man, Demon, being a scumbag.
Oh, man. All right, showing villainous intent right away. Yeah, keeping him locked down. The overhead ghost doing its job. But now, can Joe get in?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I was actually watching in the casual setups earlier today. He was playing some matches with Flux Waves to get ready for the match, too.
Well, right now he's been managed to get to the corner, but does a delay forward throw, and that lets Demon get that jump over into the cross-up. That is a meaty ghost! Good setup from Demon, taking round number 1.
Yeah, that's a high-low setup if I've ever seen one, too. This character, oh no! Walks forward, trying to go for a fireball over Sandblast, but ends up getting the DP, and now, yeah, Demon's going to set up for some pressure. He's going to use a level 2 here.
Yeah, honestly, when you see a mistake like that, you go all in. You know your opponent is taxed to the brink, but Joe managed to block everything out. He is unfortunately in a burnout state, but is, you know what, calm and collected enough to get that anti-air. Hey! And gets the reversal Super Art 1 to call out the block string.
Now this is a terrible situation for Demon too. Joe's about to get his resources back, as well as Demon being in burnout state. He's gonna get caught here, the stun, walk forward for the little bit more extra burnout or drive meter, but it doesn't matter. 2 bars, 2 cancels enough.
All right, Joe able to bring tragedy and make it a success. All right, both sides playing it pretty cool right now. Joe trying to establish some neutral with that Sandblast, but tit for tat pretty much in terms of like big jump in.
Big jump in, only able to get the sweep. Might have been able to get the stand fierce after it as well, but not going to do anything else from it. And Joe just kind of resetting neutral, just wants to wait it out. He thought he was going to hit a button, but then OD Amnesia in neutral. That's going to be rough as well because of the meaty setup Joe's going to get here too.
Well, Joe has to back off after getting blocked a few times. Demon blocks the drive impact. That should be not quite enough, but it's real darn close. Blocks it out, challenges before he gets burnt out, but I think burnout is almost inevitable.
Oh no! Oh, this could be really bad. He has level 1 available though. No!
He got him.
Oh wait, what?
Wow, the Vulcan cannon not doing its job.
No!
But he jumps over the drive rush. Joe managing to eke out that game. We're going right into the second one. We got no time to spare.
Man, and that was unfortunate too coming out from Demon. He didn't have to spend that resource to get right in. He could have actually waited for Joe as well and just set up with the Glass Shatters or set up more teleports too. But still, Joe gonna get the opening. OD Amnesia, that's burnout as well. Ooh. Gonna be another. Oh, that's a string.
Yeah,
so
that is a true combo. Tries to teleport through, but man, I think D-Mom is unsettled, to say the least.
That's a rough one to let go of. Yeah. That's a rough one that you could have actually closed out. And, you know, he just ends up getting caught with the jump in after on that first game. But now, Joe on match point here too, getting the setup. Empty jump into the throw. Gonna go for the throw again. OD Amnesia, 60% time.
Yeah, this is a really good setup. No, we're just gonna go full screen.
Yeah, he didn't have the bar to be able to go into CA, so it is what it is. But yeah, Demon, the Flash Arrow actually missed right there.
Yeah, despite getting that clean hit with the overdrive amnesia, is this enough? This is a lot of damage.
It is a lot of damage, but it's not gonna be full damage.
Oh, yeah. The pixel. The pixel now. And with Joe on burnout, can he block this out? Gets hit.
Oh my god, it begins again.
We've been here before, but now Joe has meter. Demon does not. And because of that, it's just a matter of time before you pull out that gun. That is overdrive sandblast. Joe taking it 2-0. Another 2-0 in this bracket.
Yeah. That is another 2-0 in the books.
You guys, I need my screen time. You're going too fast. Please. Well, you know what's going to give me screen time is Brutus versus Remi Celeste, because this is going to be a notable matchup.
We've been talking about this match the whole day, and right now we finally get to see the struggle bus that is Brutus against the Sim. Listen here, like he memes about it a lot, but in all honesty, when it comes to this matchup too, it's just generally a bad one in history.
In history. I would almost argue that this is probably the least bad it's been.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some messed up version of Super Street Fighter 2 that I don't know of. But other than that, I think this is the least bad.
Or Omega Street Fighter 4.
There's a lot of tools, and Brutus has genuinely been labbing Keith. He's not one of those players that has been sitting on his laurels and just saying, oh, well, Keith's just terrible. No, he has genuinely been labbing a lot of this character and has been finding a lot of tech, a lot of resources here and there, such as, I believe he was the one that discovered that Stomp can, like, stuff Honda headbutt and stuff like that. A move that I genuinely think is, like, god-awful. But, you know, the legacy goes. Dhalsim always wins against Sayff.
Yeah.
Now, I would argue that stuff like the held jump heavy kick, stuff like Lariat doing particularly well against Dhalsim's more projectile-based style in this form of the game, makes him better suited for the matchup. That, along with system mechanic changes of how chip works and how defense from far screen kind of works. But it's still, I think if I tell anybody that it's Zangief's favor, they're going to look at me funny. So I'm not going to just say that.
You better not tell that man either.
Yeah.
Bruce will go and just roast you.
Yeah, I don't want to end up on Twitter like that. All right. But no, this is going to be an interesting match to say the least. Brutus is not going to shy away from it. He's still going to pick Zangief. The man is still going to fight his best, and Remi is going to try to take what should be an easy win in terms of the matchup. What should be an easy win.
Well, we're about to see right now. Brutus, Remi Celeste, losers round of 16. Here we go.
All right, we're seeing that zoning gameplay right away. Brutus taking one hit from Yoga Comet. There's two now, but he's still making his way in slowly but surely.
Oh, punish counter off of that too. Unfortunate, not even get the full damage, but the jab canceled into DI coming out from Remi. That's going to be good damage coming out too with the level 1 available.
And that's already burnout too, not just taking a lot of damage, but going into burnout, which means that chip is back now, baby. You're taking all this chip.
Oh man, setting up both fireballs on the screen, that's going to be rough as well for Brutus to be able to find a way in, especially while in burnout stage. Oh man, not able to catch him in the air. Sets out another Yoga Fire in the air too. Remi Celeste starting out really good with the first round.
Yeah, Remi's zoning has been particularly strong. I think he said they also play Axel and Guilty Gear. Yeah. So like, man, this character can just do a lot of zoning.
Man, another DI that goes checked by Remi into the level 2 this time. Man, it sets him up full screen as well as taking away one full entire drive gauge.
Yeah, right now we are seeing that matchup play as history has foretold. Throwing out that stand heavy punch with punish.
Oh, he jumps into that back fear.
I think you're just done here. I think that's checkmate.
Yeah.
There's no way around that. Yeah. All right, Brutus. Try to prove me right here a little bit. Try to have a little bit of back and forth here, but honestly, nobody would blame you if this went into another 2-0. This matchup does look quite tough.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Immediately went in. Brutus looking for an opening. Still didn't get a full conversion off of that stand fear or stand strong. And the teleport out from Remi. Now he just can go on corner control.
All right, there's the parries. Techs right away. Brutus still not able to get in. Remi's zoning has been particularly strong. Always able to push Brutus just outside of range, giving him a nookie, showing him who the true grappler is in this situation.
Oh, okay. Nice chase. Still, those dashes aren't going to make enough ground for him to be able to catch him.
Okay, blocks that as well. Oh, no, he lets him out of the corner again. We got to do the damage that we can, but will this make up for it? He's in.
Man, he's in. But now he can't get further in because he has no drive gauge.
Yeah,
and look at the chip.
Oh! Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, he could have done.
No.
Okay.
I know what you were thinking. You could have done the Larry, you could have done the level 1.
He could have done stand strong.
You have to remember that Larry doesn't hit behind him, though.
Know.
Oh, but it hit there.
Yeah, hits there. Able to keep some corner control right there. But now Remi Celeste still poking his way out. And Brutus just, there it is. Reacts to the lift, gets the level 1, gonna get the extension 2 after the dash.
Yeah, doesn't spend any bar there. Wants to keep this pressure up. Yeah, unfortunately doesn't leak in anything there. Has Remi Celeste on the back draw there. Again, spends no drive gauge. They don't want to rest on the lead that they have here. Hey!
There it is. Getting hype on the crowd. And that's a dangerous thing for this matchup too. Not only just the character, but the player. Brutus feeds off of this kind of energy.
Brutus has to ride it for the rest of the set. That is a good jump in to get things started. Remi now on the back draw. Gonna teleport out, and is gonna eat a ton of damage for the escape attempt.
Brutus is in, and Brutus is hungry. This man wants to get fed. But there it is, the jump in, empty out, and Remi not answering at all. But still a miss. It doesn't matter, it still was active.
Yeah, you have to drive impact that to guarantee anything. But you know what? Remi's still sitting with drive gauge as opposed to Brutus, who is burned out now.
No!
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was either.
I don't know what that was.
I honestly think he thought he had level 2 for the Cyclone. And that's going to be rough as well. That's a big turnaround for Remi. And right now, he's not even going to want to go in. But there it is. The DI, you're stuck there. Nothing able to do it. And there it is. First round for Remi Celeste. What looked like a very strong round for Brutus turned around in an instant.
Yeah. All right, set point now. Oh, no. Have things slipped out of hand. The raw drive impact from that far away.
Oh, man.
Getting baited on the teleport now, eating a lot of damage that way. Brutus is the crowd favorite at the moment, but the crowd is hoping that something can be made here.
Oh man, not able to get the air SPD either. Still trying to find his way in.
Yeah,
there it is.
There we go. But that's just a start.
That's 40% damage too. He's chasing him. Doesn't able. No, that's a big punish.
Dead.
No, level 1. That's it for Brutus. Remi Celeste taking it 2-0 again. Or 2-1, sorry.
2-1. Yeah.
2-1.
No, Brutus had a good game in him. Had that down, and honestly, you were saying you were almost hoping that Brutus could ride on that momentum, doing well at the start of the first round in Game 3, and then just you saw that Super R1 come out, and you just had to go like, wait, what happened? And everything fell apart after that.
It was just a rough time too, because in actuality, if he had that level 2. That was a character. That would have been the round for him as well. And he wanted to react to it in that sense. He just hadn't built the meter up in time. And so you saw right there, Brutus gonna fall like that, just falling short of top 8. And now Remi Celeste is gonna move on. Of course, we have all our winner semifinals situated, like we said before, MenaRD, Riddles, Sayff, Electribe. But now in the loser side, we have round of 12 to finish out our top 8. That is going to be, of course,
I think
we're gonna see WashYourHands and JustAKid, Dez and Van, Raynex, Joe Umerogan, and Zykles now is going to face up against Remi Celeste.
Yeah, that's going to be at the very tail end. Up on deck, I see we do have, as mentioned, JustAKid going up against WashYourHands. Two very notable Street Fighter 5 players, especially WashYourHands in the online scene in Canada as well. JustAKid, of course, definitely showing off a lot of what Jury had in her in the end life of Street Fighter 5, and continues to run the character in this one. Took out one of the top players just now in a 2-0 Pepper Spray. Excuse me, not Pepper Spray, but PepperySplash. And yeah, took him out 2-0.
Yeah, it was a very confident 2-0 if you think about it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, JustAKid is that kind of just high class player, having that or having that sort of ability to keep the pressure going, having the damage, like having all the tools necessary to be a top player in that sense as well.
Yeah, certainly high caliber player, definitely a tough opponent to say the least. And while WashYourHands, their JP has been looking, pretty strong, won their first match. There's definitely been holes in the gameplay, and I think their weakest points have been on defense.
Yeah.
Once they get put in the corner, once they get put in a situation where you have to guess on not only the strike throw, but, is this a spacing trap? Am I going to fall for this? They tend to get a little antsy and get called out for it, and I think that's JustAKid's strength. And we might just see him just get bullied on that happening.
Yeah.
But it's time for the test.
The test indeed it is. WashYourHands, JustAKid, JP, Jury. Round of 12, this is a qualifier for top 8.
Loser of this is out of the tournament, and that'll be that. Just goes for the drive rush right away. Does not want to be on the back end. But JustAKid has seen that command grab before, and he is not going to be made a fool today.
Yep, already getting into there. JustAKid is going to set up to be able to get some stores on the Fuha.
Again, does it so smoothly. Uses that store right away. Nice anti-air on the DP there again. Jumps back to avoid the drive rush attempt. Beautiful jump in from JustAKid. Gonna extend that combo, and it was guess for game there. You know what's smart about that meaty fireball? It beats the overdrive amnesia, so he checked one of probably the only reversal option that WashYourHands had at that moment.
Yeah, essentially, and there you go. Already off to a quick start from JustAKid. Gets to stand strong and to a cancel, but still the Fuha fireball almost caught him in the corner again. But now JustAKid already having WashYourHands stuck in the corner. Drive reversal offensively as well. And no confirm off that fireball, but still gets the throw escape. And now we're reset to the neutral game. WashYourHands wanting to make something out of this too. He's going to finally get an opening and set himself up in the neutral.
Ooh, tries to anti-air, but the dive kick strikes him down. JustAKid now going on full offense. Can he build enough for the Super R3? No, not quite enough. But even still, the life was so low. What can you do but eat that damage right at the end? JustAKid taking game number 1 in pretty strong fashion.
Yeah, like you said as well before too, and before we started the match, JustAKid, or WashYourHands, sorry, having a tough time in defense, not able to really control the pace, as well as letting JustAKid kind of bullying him in the corner.
And I mean, to be fair, everybody gets bullied by Jury once they're in the corner, so that's not necessarily a player fault, but all right, JustAKid right now in a bad situation is getting burnt out by WashYourHands. Not doing too well on defense themselves.
Oh, but that dash in and out, not respecting the meaties as well. JustAKid able to react on the dash, meaty fireball again, and gets the Fuha store. Checking the drive rush, not going to be a problem for JustAKid, and now has the drive meter up, causing burnout as well on WashYourHands' side.
Oh my goodness, right now WashYourHands is burned out, as you mentioned. Could have survived by reversal super arting something, but JustAKid leaves him very few options and takes round 1. Set point.
Oh, and the early dash into coming out from WashYourHands. I don't know what exactly he's trying to go for, but trying to keep more offensive than defensively as well. And JP, although has the tools to be able to, it's not going to be as easy as what Jury can dish out.
Speaking of dish out, are we going to cash? Yeah, we're going to cash. All right, doing a good amount of damage on WashYourHands' drive gauge, but more importantly, building up their own drive meter because they want to keep going on the offense here. There it is. Spends it right away. WashYourHands barely getting them off.
Oh, this is going to be rough. This is going to be burnout as well. The drive reversal, though, is going to be a big situation to use the meter. And granted, that's the thing, too. He was going to be burnt out anyway, so why not just use it in the defensive tool?
All right, that's part of the reason there. WashYourHands using that Super Art 1 as a reversal. Able to get the side switch, but dashes in. Thankfully has an anti-air when JustAKid goes for the reversal. Oh, boy.
Oh, he spent it trying to think it was going to be still in burnout stage. Had the meter come back just in the nick of time. JustAKid closes out 2-0 and moves on into top 8.
All right, that'll be that. That is our first knocked out player from this top 12 situation. WashYourHands is out of the tournament. Beaten by JustAKid though, so
yeah,
no bad feelings there.
That was a run back, by the way, if you remember from
that's
pools.
True.
Yeah,
that is true.
So, unfortunately, this time WashYourHands not able to clutch it out, and it feels like it was much more of an easier effort from JustAKid this time.
Yeah, you almost wish. I don't know if we caught it on stream or not, but we had seen how that first match had gone down, especially since JustAKid just looked so comfortable in that situation. But it will be lost to time, unfortunately, and we do not have any time to dawdle on it.
No,
we have Des going up against Van N right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. This is kind of reminiscent of old Street Fighter V times inside of our local community. Dez and Van kind of battling it out neck and neck when it came to the early days of what we call one-up games, was the local scene that we actually played at. Shout out to one-up games, by the way. Yeah, Hamilton Boys United, they kind of would always clash inside of there too, so it's nice to kind of see this come back to fruition. Street Fighter 6 bringing all the kinds of people back to it, right? Yeah. But yeah, so of course we saw the DJ earlier from Van cleaning it out 2-0 clean again inside his losers match, and Dez unfortunately dropping it down to losers for the winner side.
Yeah, I mean, for Dez, I think the biggest obstacle they had to overcome was based in the neutral. Whereas I think Van's strengths lie in his combos and his pressure.
Yeah.
Like, his pressure was particularly good using Just Cool in ways to either create a throw reset or a darn good punish on delay tech. So I think Marissa, with her armor, has different alternatives in terms of defense to call out the Just Sway. But if you're considering yourself doing just more standard throws, then it's not as much of an issue. It really comes down to the players and how they're willing to interact with each other. We'll see if Van's neutral is up to par to keep Des in check before Marissa does Marissa things and just clobbers you into the wall.
Oh, but she can do Marissa things for sure. Damn, the damage output that comes from this character, but obviously Van is going to look for plenty of punish counter situations that's going to net him the same amount of damage.
Very true. It's been so long since I've seen those introductions. It's so nice to see. But we're going to the Old Town Market. We're going to get started. Again, loser side match. Loser is out of the tournament today. Keeping a slow pace right at the start.
Oh man. Oh, and again, Dez kind of using those that target combo out of just respect, not ending up canceling it into anything. But still, Van not ready for it. Doesn't matter though. He's starting up his pressure into the throw after.
Ooh, there's 2 throws. Yeah, goes for a third. Just wants to show that I'm okay with you teching the throw. I'm just not eating any of your armor shenanigans.
Yeah.
Ooh, speaking of which. No big opportunity off the Superman punch.
Wow.
Beautiful. Beautiful
punish
opportunity.
counter. Oh man, that hurts.
It did. It was gonna hurt a lot more, but just didn't have the life to take it. All right, plus frames. Yeah, uses Gladius and then gets caught trying to shimmy. And again, Van just knowing that I want to keep throwing you, because even if you tech the throw, I'm doing well enough in neutral that I'll keep up in terms of life lead. I just don't want to eat the armor. I don't want you to armor something and then reversal me and then put me on the ground and then make me guess for my life. I'm just going to keep throwing you.
Damn, he's definitely looking for those punish counters too. Gonna get the plus one of that. Just Cool into the low, into another.
Okay, Des making the slow approach. Plus frames. And that's it.
Yeah.
Like, Des is just having a big struggle in terms of building any momentum. But I think part of that's on the character.
Not only that, also Van's been playing much more of like a risk-averse kind of playstyle right now too. He's kind of dishing out little bits and pieces of his pressure and then opening up Dez little bit by bit into there from the light conversion into the level 3. So you're gonna see a bit of OP. He might just play it really slow pace, set himself up with the projectiles and just move in after there. Oh no, the drive rush into it, into the neutral jump, catches the throw bait.
And he set that in from round start, just throwing him constantly.
Yeah.
Makes you want to delay type. All right, Dez having a good, long, hard think.
Yeah, and definitely just thinking about it, because I don't believe I've ever seen him kind of play another character inside of this so far, so. Gonna see Dez. Oh man, try to check him with a stand light, but still, Van able to get an opening. Misses out on the Just Cool, almost caught the actual throw tech, but wasn't able to.
We see the starts of like a differing offense from Des coming out, using the drive rush a bit more to create more offense. Plus frames for days, more plus frames. Plus frames galore.
But the parry still helping out Van. But the jump back target combo, able to get him out, and the perfect parry. This is gonna net him big damage. Not gonna spend any meter, but still get the safe jump situation.
This is a new man. That 5-second think. That 5-second think that he had. He did a big chunk right there.
Hey, remember you throwing me 3 times? I can do it right back to you.
Yeah, I know, right? No whip punish there, but you know what? We're still getting our offense started, and it is going well.
Counter hit on the anti-air. Still not able to net anything out of it. And now Dez just playing back to neutral again. Superman punch, punish counter, and there it is. Yeah, the X jackknife, or OD jackknife, able to get him off the pressure.
Okay, blocking out all these air slashers. Ooh, big whip up punish opportunity, but I think he just was holding back and got the back heavy kick. Yep, blocks away. Dez right now kind of sitting happy with the life lead that they have, not trying to overextend too much. Goes in with the drive rush, gets a nice little 3-piece combo. But again, no huge opportunity so far, but you don't need it. You got the life lead. Sure, we got 55 seconds, but Van don't look like he's trying to do anything except get hit by this super art.
Now, I admit using the CA or the level 3 already was kind of good for the situation, but they're right there. Have a little bit of life left. There's a chance for Van actually to make a comeback, but still, Dez just has to play it kind of nice and slow, close it out bit by bit. All you need is a little touch and you're able to clutch it out.
And this is like one of the problems now when you're playing a projectile character. Sure, if Chip was the way it used to be, it's not like his life would have been drained away. But like you're doing no damage while playing that lane, despite you throwing out the projectiles. All right, 1-all apiece. Really different games from game 1 to game 2.
Oh yeah. It felt kind of like just a 360 or 180, but honestly, you know what? It just felt like they both switched sides, and then all of a sudden, Van was oh my god!
That didn't hit proper.
Oh man, and the jump out of the command grab too. Van starting out really well, and again, we just went 180 again. The pressure coming out from Van.
All right, we're actually dancing together now. Van sitting with the life lead, gets toe tapped a little bit, holds that Gladius pressure. Nice neutral jump.
There's the neutral jump. Oh no! Missed out on the jackknife.
Safe jump, take the throw, but now Des has the life lead. Goes in again, uses the rest of their drive gauge. Oh, was that a risk worth taking? -5, blocks that crouch medium kick.
Plus Rams.
Yeah,
now
that's also plus.
Burnout as well. He's not gonna die, but no way. Yeah, he blocked it.
Yeah, that burnout just didn't pay off. They had to play more defensively. Got nervous, pulled the trigger on the super art too, and it just didn't pay off. All right, set point now for Van. Uses the overdrive, just cool, to launch Des into the corner.
Ooh, nice challenge coming out from Des though. Not opting to try to force the side switch, or just ends up going for the Superman punches. Trying to catch Van, checking with a lower if anything.
Has to be careful about those charged Gladius, as Van has been shown to want to jump, neutral jump, and call them out.
Not only that, it's been kind of surprising too. On situations where he's gone for the Turner combo into it, he's actually not had anything happen to him, just like in that match versus Sayff. Sayff had always been ODPing out of it, but now Van, regardless of everything, able to find the opening, get big damage, and again the opening on the throw attack. 2-1, Van knocking out Dez. Van moving on into top 8.
All right, that's how it'll play out. Kudos to Dez for finally getting a game in that kind of gave them a chance to shine a little bit, show the character off. But yeah, Dez for game 1 and game 2, or excuse me, game 1 and game 3, just had complete control.
Yeah. It was a rough showing just because of the fact that like Van had clear kind of control on the neutral, and then also just obviously the mind game was already set in off of the first round. We already saw those throw attacks coming out from Dez off immediately off of that, and now it was kind of the guessing game. Is he actually going to throw me? Is he not?
Yeah.
And it was so much instilled in his head that it just got to him eventually.
Yeah, it's very hard when you have a character that doesn't have a inherent reversal.
Yeah.
That you have to kind of make situations such as backdashing, neutral jumping to make bigger calls on some of these throws. And again, it was just a little too much for Dez to keep up with. So for that reason, he's now out of the tournament. But we have more players, more potential victims of this tournament. We have Raynex going up against Joe Umerogan. This will be interesting.
This will be interesting, yes indeed. Just because we saw earlier Raynex, having a rough time in that match against, who was it?
Raynex was having difficulty with his Blanca going up against, I believe it was one of the Lukes. It was Riddles. To be fair, Raynex threw him for a loop that first game. Absolutely threw him sideways. But it turned out once Riddles was a bit more confident with the anti-air DPs, a little more confident with the jump-ins in particular. Definitely just threw off Raynex. Now, he's had, I believe we've gone through 6 or 7 matches since then. Had time to maybe recollect, go, man, I gotta get these anti-airs down. I gotta be able to control things. Or maybe he hasn't. We're about to find out.
Hopefully or not, but still, again, this time it's against another Luke, and arguably a better Luke in that sense too.
Ooh.
Coming out from Joe Umerogan. Umerogan, yo, the classic when it comes to the Luke boys.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Good anti-air for him right at the start. Goes for the slide. Raynex taking some big risks from round start.
Oh man, and gets the throw tech out, gets punish countered for it too. Oh, but jump back block a ball in the air. Gonna be a tricky thing to deal with as well.
Alrighty. Oh, wow.
That was dangerous.
That was super dangerous.
Yeah, that right there is kind of an instance where Joe, oh wait, punish counter, that's burnout.
Side switches. Has the air-to-air at least, but Vulcan Cannon coming out and shooting Raynex out of the sky.
Oh, okay. Instant opening.
I don't know about that burnout. Yeah, you did.
Oh, man.
As soon as he went burnout, I'm like, Joe's just going to look for a way to checkmate you. And that wake-up super art was the way.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Joe able to clutch out that first round. And Raynex, oh man, at the start of this round, gets caught low. But no punish on the target combo as well. That's a side switch?
I don't know, man. Like a lot of spaghetti going here and there, but Joe still having control over the entire plate. Burns himself out again, but doesn't seem to mind it. Nice delay button there to call out the delay tech. Jumps over,
man.
but we've been here before. Raynex has been able to get the side switch, able to get something going, but he has to maintain it. And this toy might help him. No, it goes away. What?
Oh, the whip punish though. That's gonna be a dead character.
No, he's not gonna. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why spend it? You got the round basically, but he wants to make certain, and I can respect that.
Yeah.
I don't have to agree with it, but I can respect it.
All right, finishing out the round. There it is. Raynex able to start out some pressure right there on the neutral game, but no, gets opened up. Joe spending all of his resources to get the opening. Isn't able to have level 3 available just yet, but there it is. The DI coming out from Raynex just to push back the pressure.
Yeah, Joe is just confident enough in his game-to-game game plan that. He's almost back to drive gauge.
Oh man, that is unfortunate too. Raynex trying to go for the OD up ball, hit whiffs entirely, ends up getting the situation for Joe, and that's burnout too.
That's checkmate.
Oh,
There's nothing
man.
he can do there. That has the Oki on the knockdown. He can just immediately go in that stand heavy punch into the drive impact. The only way I could see him getting out of that is maybe if the timing was off, he gets the neutral jump for the air reset.
Yeah.
That would have been remarkably lucky, and I think he tried to do it, and he just got hit out of the pre-jump frames. So, yeah, good on Joe for sealing that checkmate.
All right, so first game going down in Joe's favor. Getting an opening there with the turret combo. But now, just playing it a bit slower. Raynex, and that's the thing too, Raynex has to find a way to open up Joe by, instilling a little bit of pressure inside the neutral and getting situations like that too. Oh, okay.
Reset was excessive, but useful. All right, sets up the doll, but it gets shot out of the sky with that sandblast. Scratching away. I love Raynex, how he buffers off of almost everything.
Oh, command grab too, nice. Able to catch Joe sleeping there.
Well, hopefully he won't be Sleepy Joe for more than that first round there. Oh no, never mind, we got Sleepy Joe on deck here.
Counter it that time as well, gonna get the throw. Oh, delay tech. Oh, and the challenge on the buffer too. Raynex is very good actually in that neutral game, able to catch those. But the challenge coming out from Joe with the side switch as well. Raw up ball made the challenge on the jump.
We'll say that was intended and go from there. Raynex right now getting the punish counter on the target combo. Joe not hit confirming it. It's a little bit of spaghetti on both sides in every way.
Yeah, blocks the overhead. Nice challenge on the crouch short.
Yeah.
Oh, no up ball.
Oh, no buffer. Joe right now trying to play calm, trying to retain that meter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, now you can spend it because who even cares?
Yeah.
Raynex gets game number 2.
Here, take a look at this. Hold this lightning in the sky.
Still looking serious though.
Yeah.
Not, like you still got to keep in the game.
Keep composed.
Oh!
Man, that is not.
Is that what you were looking serious about? It's like
He's like, I'm gonna do this right now. I'm just gonna slide. He's not gonna think about it. Stays inside. Doesn't matter. Joe able to challenge. Gonna get the perfect knuckles into the corner setup after the fierce one, but no. Again, up ball. Oh, man.
Raynex was really trying to take advantage of the drive burnout situation, but
but that drive impact was not worth it. Doesn't have the meter as well to extend that too from the counter or the punish counter.
and not only that, but despite having this corner, not able to use drive impact, and Joe having the overdrive sandblast, there's just nothing you can do about that.
Yeah. There it is, Joe on match point right now after the chip out. You gotta think that Raynex has been doing really well inside the neutral space, but instances like that is where he's been getting caught out more than not.
I mean, Raynex is not one to feel comfortable fighting at close range. He really likes to buffer from mid-range and make things work from there. Going to go into the level 3, mostly not only to do damage, but to build back that drive gauge so Joe can just keep on the gas pedal and maybe make it guess for game here. Oh. Oh, Raynex. Raynex maybe making a comeback here. Ah!
Okay. You gotta respect that. He tried for that too, but the thing is, like, Joe already set on doing for this forward jump out of the corner, and there it is. Raynex eliminated. Joe moving on to top 8 from the loser side.
All right.
2-1.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last of the top 12 going on right now. We're gonna have Zykles versus Remi Celeste. Remi taking out, you know, regional favorite Brutus in a brutal match. But then having difficulty against an earlier opponent, it was Electribe. Yeah, with their Kimberly. So you almost hope that they don't have to ride too much on the matchup, you know.
So the crazy thing about this is that earlier inside of this top 32 that we saw yesterday, before they started playing, or before they were starting to play, Zykles was playing with Remi Celeste to get ready for that match.
To get ready for the matchup.
And now
not
they
against
have to
Remi,
play.
but
No.
against a different sim that's no longer part of the bracket.
Yes.
Slices, I believe it was Slices.
And I believe it's Slice, yeah.
Yeah, Slice.
So now we are here.
We are here indeed. We'll have to see if, you know, the Kimberly is able to keep up, or excuse me, the sim is able to keep up. But I thought I heard Kimberly.
Yeah, there it is.
Kimberly. There you go. All right, we'll see how this plays out. Zykles, you know, as you said, experience not only in the character matchup, but the player matchup. What is that?
A bag of crayons. And so there's actually some funny story behind
All
this.
right, get to it.
There
We gotta
was
go.
Okay, so real quick, there was a tweet that actually come out from Z's Nuts that had said Kimberly players eat crayons. and Zykles have responded right back, it's because I prefer the red ones. So now we get to see that set up right there on the stream deck, or stream setup while they play. Zykles, Remi Celeste, round of 12. The winner of this moves on to losers top 8.
All right, Zykles getting a good round start there. I mean, Kimberly always brings you to the corner instantly. Remi able to get a little bit of safety off of that drive reversal, but Zykles is still on the gas pedal.
Oh man, and just like Zykles does, he always goes out in the burnout state, but still, now he has to find a way to make sure he can enforce his game plan while keeping Remi Celeste out. But there it is, the level 1. Gonna spend it and use it to get some damage as well as set him up to keep Zykles out. Looking for the punish counters on the air floats, and that's going to be big for Remi, but still, Zykles has his drive gauge recovered right now.
All right, the neutral jump there gets perfect parry, but it's at a bit of an awkward situation where they can't actually punish it. Celeste trying to maintain that life lead. Zykles getting in, whiffing the drive rush low, and whenever you're facing a sim, whenever you're finding yourself frustrated, you're like, can I just drive impact? Can I just get out of this situation?
It's never the right answer.
It's almost never the right answer. Sometimes it's the right answer.
Sometimes.
Not that case, though.
8, Hey.
I never knew I wanted Yoga Noogie until that moment.
Yoga Noogie. That's great. That's a good name.
Yeah, it's a great name. There's the tech there. Zykles right now trying to make some sort of offensive appeal, but right now struggling so much more than they did in the first round.
Yeah, and Zykles looking to get in as well, but still Remi getting the punish counters on those stand fierces and the back fierce too. It's hitting him from downtown. Remi's looking really good, and this is looking to be the first game for Remi. If only if Zykles can make something happen, though.
Ooh, takes a big risk there on the low, but it pays off
a little bit. Wait!
Big drop there from Celeste. This could go topsy-turvy with this. Not only are you getting the damage from the critical art buff, but this whole super gives you that damage buff. Oh, that was supposed to beat. That was the Tiger Knee.
That was the Tiger Knee. That was the Tiger Knee.
That was the Tiger Knee Tatsu, trying to beat out not only the side on the side switch, but also the delay tech. Misinputted and gave up that momentum.
Yeah, that was a risky situation too, though, because Remi didn't have level 3 available, so could have used it to, you know, risk it all. But still, there it is. First game for Remi, and already off to a quick start after the yoga dive kick, able to get some damage out from the punish counter.
Okay, right now trying to keep it cool and calm. This zoning control. This is the most zoning I've seen from Dhalsim in a long time.
Ooh, we finally get a shimmy though.
Sets up the bomb. Wow. What? He still got hit by the bomb, but even Zykles was not ready.
Oh, try to whip punish the sand roundhouse.
Oh.
Okay. Kind of getting slick with it too. Nice parry as well coming out from Remi. Remi using the parry a lot actually in this matchup to kind of deal with the shenanigans coming out from Kimberly. The flow goes right over the DI. Level 1, big damage and burnout state 2. And the perfect parry. Niggy.
Right now, Celeste is on set point, and this has been a damning set so far.
Oh. Trade on that doesn't actually go in Zykles' favor. Ends up getting punish counter too. Almost got punished from the parry as well. But Remi just playing really, really smoothly, able to keep himself composed and not dealing with anything, any of the shenanigans that Zykles been throwing out. Level 1 again, gets more damage, gets him closer to burnout state 2, and the stand fierce is helping that whittle him down bit by bit.
All right. Zykles has to make it happen now or never. Goes in with the drive rush, hits the low, links into the stand medium kick, and gets that corner combo.
Oh, the parry again, not able to get the punish.
Yeah, I think Zykles has been a little too predictable on their timing of some things and been letting the parry get away. This is not dead.
No.
Even though the buff happens now and it applies to the critical art, can they seal the deal?
It's so close.
And he runs! He just runs on top of him! Zykles playing like a crayon-eating madman, taking the round, and it is still on set point for Celeste, but I don't know. That's a buff not only to the character, but to your mental health at that point.
Look at her bop. Look at her bop. She's just enjoying the music.
Oh, he's going in. Oh. Jumps right over. Celeste trying to be a little more mobile as well. Keeping up the pace with Zykles, but not enough. The drive rush pushes them off. Jumps right over. Blocks a little bit more, but that low hitting just meaty enough.
Oh, there it is. Baiting out the perfect parry, or the perfect parry attempt, but still gets an opening. That's level 1. That's close to burnout. Not going to be just yet, but still, he's going to want to let himself recover a little bit. But that punish counter anti-air into the level 1. Damn, Remi's looking good. He is moving.
Oh, that's it. That should be it. Into the level 1 again. No. Is he just going to chip him out?
Oh, yeah. There it is. Remi taking it 2-0 versus Zykles. Moving on to top 8 on the loser side. And there it is.
That's it. That's the last match we have right now, at least. But do not go anywhere. There's going to be so little delay before we get into top 8, ladies and gentlemen. So please make sure you're sticking around. Make sure you're following if you haven't already, because we got more Street Fighter action coming up in just a little bit. I don't know if we want to go to the bracket first before we...
I was going to say we should probably revise the bracket just to understand and see what we got coming up as well. Of course, we had our top 8 winner side already situated early on in this top 16, but there it is right there. MenaRD against Riddles is going to be the first first match of winner semifinals. Second match on the bottom side is going to be Sayff against Electribe, the Ken versus Kimberly, another Kimberly just like we saw just now.
Yeah, no, that's going to be your winner's side. That is going to be the most electric part of this tournament. But never forget, though, we have the loser side as well of Moist's own JustAKid starting off up against Van N, and then Joe Umerogan going up against who you just saw, Remi Celeste. That is going to be hell of a match as well. So that's your top 8, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it is going to be starting very soon. It's been a pleasure here. We won't be going on any long before then, but we're going to give a few words to our sponsors before we head off.
Yeah, of course. Thank you again as well. Asus is the official monitor sponsor for GOML 2023, as well as AMD for providing the PCs that we've been using for not only the stream setups, but also in the background for the casuals, as well as all throughout our pools and top 32 from yesterday. As well, shout outs to Hitbox. Of course, if you want to show off even the Hitbox that we have here too,